Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you the secret to popping your eyeshadow and also how to achieve this beautiful look. So stay tuned if you want to learn. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Solange and I'm a creative director, Solange Hair and Beauty. Yes, I know I've been MIA, so sorry about that. We had some major technical issues, but hey, I'm here and I can't wait to show you all what I've been up to. So this is going to be our first ever makeup tutorial on a model. It's going to be juicy, so stay tuned. Our beautiful muse today is Sandra. She's from Pearls by Magic modeling agency on Instagram. So first, I like to moisturize the face. I'll be going in with Black Opal Even True moisturizer. So I like to apply the moisturizer around the T-zone areas and concentrate mostly in the under eye area. That's because that's like the major part of the face that receives like the most, in my opinion, receives the most product kind of, because that's where the highlighting, the cream highlight goes, the powder highlight goes. So I make sure that place is as moisturized as possible so the makeup doesn't look cakey or dry. Next, I'm going in with my OPV rose gold oil. I love this oil. I love the fact that it's not greasy. It gives me the perfect moisture that I require, especially for my under eye. So if you struggle a lot with cakey, patchy under eye area, I advise you use this technique. Next, I'll be going in with my Badescue facial spray, and just to lock in that moisture and give you that youthful skin, you know, to prepare the face for all the products. And I'm drying it with my fan. Next, I'm going in with my Yanga Beauty Prym Matte and Adventure USA primer, and I'm just going to rub the primer in the T-zone area, but I definitely avoid the under eye area because I'm not trying to take away all those moisture that I already built up. And next, I'm going in with my Nuban Beauty D'Glow Liquid Illuminator, and I just love to put it in the highest point of the face, which is the cheekbone, the corner of the forehead, the nose bridge, and the cupid bow, basically. So I'm just applying it all over these areas that I have mentioned, and I make sure I blend it out perfectly well, and just go over and over, you know, take your time, blend it. We don't want to see harsh lines, remember. So yes. So next, I'm going in with my Maybeline Superstay foundation in 362 and 370. I'll be putting all the product details in the description box, so you can check there for all the details. So my aim is to get the exact shade, or close to the exact shade of the muse, because I'm trying to mimic the way her skin naturally looks. So I'm not trying to go a shade darker or 2 shades lighter and all that. I just like to aim to get her exact shade or close to her exact shade, because we will be building up on products, you know, with the cream highlighting, contouring and all that. So I just, you know, apply the foundation and go in with my beauty blender. In this case, I'm using the Nuban Beauty Blender to blend in that product. Then next, I'm going in with a shade or 2 shades lighter foundation, still the Maybeline Superstay. That's because I don't like to go straight into a very bright shade for highlighting. I like to prepare the skin, or more like, you know, build up on product so it has a natural look and makes your blending easier. So I put that shade around the T-zone area just to brighten up his face. Just to brighten up the face a little bit and prepare it for the much brighter shade. So I do not forget to blend into the neck, because some people have darker necks, so it's very important to blend into the neck because we don't want to look like we're wearing mask. Next, I'm going in with the brighter shade and I apply it under the T-zone area. At this point, it stopped recording, so I'm going in with my Nuban Beauty in my skin foundation to do the low lighting. Some people refer to it as contouring, but it's actually low lighting. Contouring is the combination of the highlight and the low light. Okay, now that we know that, let's move on. So I'm putting the darkest shade around the corners of her forehead, close to her hairline, the corners of her nose bridge, and directly under her cheekbone, so we can, enhance her features, her facial features. That is what this process is meant to do. So I like to put the lighter shade and then leave it on the face and then go over with the darker shade. Do you understand what I mean? Because I want the product to dry in a little bit. That's the foundation to dry in a little bit so it really stays. And then I just go ahead to blend. So I'm blending the lighter shade first, then I'm going to blend the darker shade. I of course changed a different beauty blender because we can't use a lighter shade to blend a darker shade. It would make it ashy, so you have to use different beauty blenders. So I'm just making sure I'm blending precisely the areas and the corners that I applied the low light. I think we already know what low lighting is. So I think at this point it stopped recording for some reason. I'm sorry about that. But what we have done so far is use setting powder to set all the areas that we applied the highlights. In this case, I used Sacha buttercup setting powder, and I also used Blot Cosmetics translucent powder, and I'm blending it into the skin. I'm not big on baking. I like to set it immediately. Now I'm going in with the overall face powder. I'm using Milani compact powder in combination of deep and warm, because her skin shade is in between deep and warm, so I combined those two shades, and I'm rubbing it all over the areas that we did not put the setting powder, which is around the cheek, the corners of the forehead, and also blending the eyes, the neck, just basically setting the areas that we already have foundation on. Remember, blending is key. It will forever be key as far as makeup is concerned. Next, I'm using the Superstay, Maybeline Superstay contour powder. I will check what the shade is and put in the description box. So I'm just putting it under her cheekbone because we gotta snatch this face. We gotta pop her cheekbones, her nose bridge, her nose gotta be snatched to the gods. So yes, I'm basically just putting exactly how we put the cream low light. I'm just putting it all over those areas that you want to be popping. So I'm trying to enhance her jawline too. That's why I put some products in the jawline area, the cheek, under the cheekbone, and the forehead. Now I'm using the sleek blush palette, and I'm just going to blush that face, add some warmth to that face, because we don't want to be ghost mode. We don't want to look white, ashy, and gray. So blush really helps to warm up the face, give it some natural glowing color. For a dark skin girl, blush is amazing. Can you see? Can you guys see what the blush is doing right here? Don't deny it. It's amazing. So I love the sleek palette. I think I also combine it with a classic palette. Next, I'm going to be highlighting that cheekbone with Huda Beauty highlighting palette, and I'm going to go in like a C motion, the corner of her forehead, the top of her cheekbone. I'm also going to put on her nose bridge and the cupid bow, so basically enhancing the places that we already highlighted with our cream highlight. And I'm going to be blending in, because blending is key. So I'm putting on the cupid bow area. Next, I'm going in with my TM Essential brow tamer to wake up those brow hairs that may be sleeping, so you can see exactly where the area of the brow covers. And I also set with a translucent setting powder. Next, I'm using Beauty Line by Didi brow pencil to just basically follow the shape, the natural shape of her brows, and fill it in. Basically just shading it in, and then in the front part I do light upward strokes like so, just to give it that natural look, like, because that's how most people's natural brows grow, in that direction. So I'm blending with the spoolie. Next I'm going to use the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette to do her eyes. I already primed her eyes with the Benai Clown White eyeshadow primer. So I'm using the eyeshadow blending brush to just apply the pigment, the color that we chose for this look, on the primed eye. Pardon the way the brush looks, my assistant accidentally burnt them. Sorry guys, but you might have to deal with this for some time. So I'm applying this with the blending brush, and next I'm going to the corner of the eye. I'm applying like a dark teal green shade. Don't be scared guys, we're heading somewhere, trust the process, okay? So next I'm going in with that shade and I'm blending it in from the corner of the eye to the crease, just to sculpt the eye. Then I will be going in with a reddish orange shade on that same green. So guys, can you see where we have gotten to? I told you, don't judge me. So look at that beautiful shade. It's almost like purple. So basically created our own unique shade to sculpt the eye. So I use green and then a reddish orange on top of the green to give this pinkish purplish shade that we're using to sculpt this beautiful yellow eyes. So I'm repeating the same process on the other eye, and I'm blending in with a clear brush. Okay guys, here's a secret. So you see, the finger is like the best blending tool. Trust me, especially in makeup and eyeshadow application, the finger does a lot of magic. Now look at how it is popping that pigment. Sometimes, most times, if not all the time, brushes cannot even pop it as the finger does. So don't be scared. Go over, the eyeshadow color or shade that you want, and then go over the base you already created, and trust me, it's going to be popping. Like, look at how nah guys, you can't tell me nothing. This eye is already popping. Like next I'm going to blend the corners, and then going in to do the eyeliner. So I'm using the Inglot black gel liner in 77. I've been using this liner for the longest, but this liner is the bomb.com. So I'm using my thumb to just stretch out her eyes from the corner, because some people's eyelids naturally fold in. So you want to see the area that you want to line clearly, so you don't have blunt or crooked lines. So stretch out, don't be scared, stretch out the skin by the corner of the eye so you see the area, and then draw that perfectly shaped liner. So I'm just going over it to make sure it's straight. Yes, I love my liner straight, I don't like crooked lines. And I'm repeating the same process on the other eye. So basically I'll ask her to open her eyes so I can draw the line from the corner of her eyes to know where the wing is, and then join the wing from the corner of the eye to the middle of the eye. That's what we just did here. So I'm just making sure it's straight and smooth. So next thing is mascara. Okay, no mascara. So I'm just going in with the same eyeliner, and I'm going in the corner of her eyes, that's the tear duct area, to further enhance the shape of her eye. She kind of has an elongated like a cat eye look, so I'm just going to enhance it further just with that black liner. And be careful when you're doing this so you don't poke your muse or your client's eyes, because some people are really jittery when it comes to that area and they're very sensitive, so take your time. Yay, mascara time. So I'm using my Note mascara to just tint the color of her lash to black. It may have changed from the eyeshadow fall off. Now I'm going in my Benai Clown White eyeshadow primer to just prime below her waterline area. That's just by the bottom lash area, because I'm putting in that yellow pigment, the yellow eyeshadow from the Huda Beauty palette, in the bottom lash area. That's under her waterline, just to pop the eye some more, and I'm using my smudge brush to achieve that. Now I'm going over that yellow with the reddish orange shade, and you know, there's no limit to this eye popping game. I'm just basically trying to pop her eyes further, and after that I'll just put some mascara there, and then you see the wonders it does. So now I'm applying my lashes. I already put my lash glue, and I'm just placing the lashes on the eyelid like so. It's pretty much easy. I know some people struggle with this, but it's really easy. Just allow your lash glue to get a little bit tacky, and then you place on the eyelid like so. Wow, look at her gorgeous eyes. This is so beautiful. And her smile. Next, we're going in with the Debbie Luster and Fally Cosmetics lipsticks. I'm going to use the Debbie Luster brown to just line her lips, just to create the shape like so. I'm using my lip brush to just line the corners of her lips, and then defining that cupid bow on her upper lip. So I'm basically just creating and enhancing the shape of her lips with that hot chocolate brown from Debbie Luster lipstick, and I'm going to blend it out so there's no harsh line, and this actually helps define the lips. Think of it as contouring the lip is like basically sculpting the lip. So I'm blending in with this beautiful shade from Fally Cosmetics lipstick, and the shade is Coral. So I'm putting it in the inner lip, and then just blending it with the brown that we used to line the lip, and look at how beautiful it's turning out. Like, I really love this shade already. I actually love nude shades, but this is a special kind of nude. So I'm now going in with a clear gloss from Peaches and Cream. I love that gloss. It just makes like the whole lip game so smooth and sleek. This gloss game makes it so girly, so, you know, sexy and nice. Don't you just like the effect gloss gives on the lip? Well, I do. And I'm just blending the corners, and next I'll be going in with a white shade from Cudi Cosmetics 12-in-1 palette, just to brighten up her inner lip, and I'm just blending it out like so. Next, I'm going in with my Candid Glow by Yanga Beauty. This glow, like, ooh, damn, this glow in Parkish is the glow. Like, nah, fam, hold up. Let's get into that skin. Oh, honey, calm down, girl. Wow, like this pop is like the pop. Hey, God have mercy. Nah, this is beautiful. That, oh my God, look at her skin. She is gorgeous. I'm just going to go in with my pencil and just correct one or two things while she's getting her hair slayed by my team member, and pow. Girl, I love this look. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this girl is giving me life. She's such a model. Her name is Sandra, and she's from Pearls by Magic modeling agency. You should check them out. They're amazing. This girl is so pretty, like melanin pretty. Work it, girl, work it. Like, this girl is giving me joy. Oh, so beautiful. So guys, I hope you've learned one or two things from this. Please subscribe if you haven't. Now, this is BTS. We had this photo shoot at the studio, and Mr. Magic was a photographer. We basically just use a towel as a shelf as a backdrop. And this simply means that you can use what you have to get what you want. Please subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, bye guys, love you. Mwah.